The media hysteria was at an all-time high this week after President Trump's former lawyer, Michael Cohen, pleaded guilty to 8 charges, and thus the impeachment frenzy began. In fact, according to the Media Research Center, on Wednesday alone, CNN and MSNBC used the word impeachment 222 times in 18 hours.
All the days we have seen, we have not seen a day quite like this.
Do you think that alone is grounds for impeachment?
Would the market crash if Trump were impeached? We don't have...
Now is when we can't talk about impeachment. When can we talk about impeachment?
Trump today taking cover after he was implicated in federal crimes and trying to spin a narrative completely at odds with what we're hearing from the United States Justice Department.
This impeachment talk has accelerated.
Somewhere, former mob boss John Gotti, rotting in his grave, must be smiling because the President of the United States is now on record attacking a former close associate for cooperating with law enforcement and praising a convicted felon for staying silent.
Yes, you heard me right, 222 times in 18 hours. Now what that means is that basically both shows, all shows on CNN and on MSNBC found a way to work in impeachment at least one time. And what's interesting about that is that many of the time when impeachment is brought up by left-leaning organizations, by the media, it actually energizes President Trump's base. Well, while most of the mainstream media was fixated on impeaching the president, they practically ignored the tragic death of Mollie Tibbetts. University of Iowa student Mollie Tibbetts was tragically murdered by illegal immigrant Christian Rivera. An MSNBC contributor even went as far as to say that it was no big deal. She later apologized and deleted her Twitter.
The Republican Party is actually not working on behalf of the American people. They are working on behalf of Donald Trump. And he's been able to bully them into their silence. And I don't think that today changes much, unfortunately. I'm sure we'll hear what he has to say about this at his rally. But Fox News is talking about, you know, a girl in Iowa and not this, right?
So most major networks have been following Mollie's disappearance since it happened in July, but after it was announced that the suspect in custody is an illegal immigrant, many networks changed their tune and actually started criticizing other networks for how they were covering her death. Now, what's important to remember is that at the end of the day, this is a young girl who was murdered way too soon. Her family is now grieving, her town is shattered, her community is in shock. We shouldn't forget that, and just because she was murdered by an illegal immigrant shouldn't mean that we ignore the facts of the case. Well, you heard it here, the biggest media misses of the week. Thanks for watching, and be sure to follow us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and send us your media misses at MediaMisses@dailysignal.com.